Hey guys, out here to do some more gel testing with the 6.8 SPC. Today we are going to be testing two bullets. One of them is the Speer 130 soft point boat tail, and then the other one is the Speer 90 grain TNT. Both of these are hand loaded. I got the TNT, the 90 grains, doing 2,800 feet per second. And the 130 soft points I got doing 2450, and that is out of my 16-inch Yankee Hill barrel. It's a DPMS lower, AR Stoner upper receiver, and I have a Nikon 2.5 to 10 power. The ballistics gel is going to be set up at 200 yards, which is down there by that yellow post you can see down the power lines. And we're also going to be putting some deer ribs in front of the gel too, to see how that affects the bullet. So let's do some shooting and see what happens. Alright, so got down to the gel. Let's take a look at what happened. This is the 90 TNT. You can tell it definitely did not expand immediately. It looks like it hesitated a couple inches. Entry hole here. You can definitely tell there's a pretty big neck. Let's take a look at these ribs. The hole down there, definitely not that big. Did hit the bone. So let's pick up this block. Try to hold it up to the light. See a little bit better. I have to wait till we get home to put a light behind this and get a better view. But looks like the bullet veered out of the gel. There's nothing in this. Nothing at the water jug I put in the back. Alright, so time for the second bullet, the 130 soft point. Okay, so let's see what the Speer did, or the 130 Speer I should say. So hole through the ribs is definitely bigger, went right through the bone. Entry there. You can see a pretty nice wound channel. Goes into the second block, and it stopped right at the end. That's about 23 inches of penetration. The SST stopped at like 22 inches, so very close. SST seemed to be much more explosive early on, so I'm curious to see how much weight this retained. We'll have to cut the blocks open and get a better look when we get back home. Alright guys, so back home now, try to take a better look with the sun behind these two. So the wound channel we're looking at right now in this block here on the right on is from the 130 soft point. We can see it expanded well. Had a nice wide wound channel. It's about 3 inches wide. Ended up in the second block here. Now this skinny wound channel going up is from that guy. And here you can, this is where the bullet was sitting. So I already took it out. I just put it back to show you guys. So here is the bullet. Perfect mushroom. It actually retained 126 grains, so almost 100% weight retention, and expanded to 0.6 of an inch, perfectly all around. The other 2 wound channels you're seeing in the second block are from a 70 grain GMX I shot out of my 223. I didn't have the cameras rolling for that, but that actually at 200 yards went through that block, and then went into this block. It's hard to see, but there's a little wound channel here that comes down and pops out at the bottom, and then the other one popped out about here. Now I want to spin these blocks around so you can see. This is from the 90 TNT. Wound channel is pretty much right in the middle of the block. The round hesitated and then expanded, a little bit late. And I thought that I didn't find the bullet, but I ended up finding this on the ground while I was picking up my stuff. So this is actually what's left of the bullet. You can see here the striations there. That's actually the tip of the bullet where it's supposed to expand. So the hollow point didn't expand. It essentially tumbled and acted like an FMJ. Oops. And I did cut this in half just to kind of show you the inside view. The bullets were going opposite directions, but you can see here TNT is on the bottom here, and it's on the top on this side, but it's a little bit obviously more explosive because it dumped all of its energy at once, where the 130 dumped it, throughout 2 different blocks. So far, pretty impressed. I want to do another test with the 130 through a pork shoulder and see if it holds up through some bone as well as it did in this. So we'll see what happens with the next one.